Alright guys, so we're in the tutorial here. And there's our gun. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Yeah, that is Olivia. She's the main antagonist of this game. She's the reason why you're stuck here, basically. And
We've got to contain this.
yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to get out and get your revenge on her, basically. Beautiful.
Cannot determine the cause of the demonic invasion until the Rezop satellite is brought back online.
Yeah, so this is one of the very smart mechanics that they use in this game. They actually, your protagonist doesn't say a single word throughout this entire game.
Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility.
All of the storytelling comes from all of the other characters, and also through the HUD, computers, and all of that. I see, from stuff like that, he makes no compromises. Doesn't work with anybody. There you go. Boom. There you go. So melees in this game are also called glory kills. So when someone is glowing, just give them a quick punch. They'll most of the time drop you extra ammo, extra health, loot, all that kind of cool stuff. Boop. So here you get your trusty shotgun. My personal favorite gun in the entire game. Super strong. Alright, let's go. There you see an imp, one of the many enemies in the game. They're quite weak, but they usually spawn in hordes. And this is a hive. So whenever you destroy one of these, a horde of enemies will spawn. So I have to get ready for that. There's just something oddly satisfying about glory killing people. And in this game, based on which direction that you come at them from, the glory kill animation is different, which is a very nice touch. Ammo's everywhere, so always be exploring. Like for example, that. It just keeps the game very fresh. And we just picked up some of those green stuff there. That's armor. It complements your health. Very reminiscent of the old Doom gameplay. There is no health regen. You have to pick those up as you go manually. But don't worry though. Health comes up plenty. In fact, one of the weirdest things about this game is the more aggressive you play, the more health seems to come up.
Presence eliminated. Lockdown.
Here you have the map. Challenges aren't explored, but during the game, in each quest, it'll tell you how many secrets, how many of each special things that you can find. And the map is a very nice 3D rendition, so you'll never get lost. Very cool. I wonder if there's anything over here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I guess we're going.
He cannot be allowed to leave this place. He would ruin everything.
That's the plan, lady. That's the plan.
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last
The
24
graphics
hours,
are
but you
very nice.
must understand. Our interest in their world was purely for the
Extremely
betterment
nice.
of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
Beautiful. Doom 4, or Doom as some call it, is a brand new first-person shooter released on May 13, 2016. The game is developed by its original franchise creator, id Software, as well as the video gaming corporate giant, Bethesda Softworks. The game is playable on all new-gen consoles, namely the PS4, Xbox One, as well as PC. Despite Doom 4 being an FPS, it doesn't really follow any of the traditions of the modern-day take on the genre. Instead, it sticks very closely to its roots as a classic first-person shooter and is very much a reimagining of the series, if you will. I will get more in detail about this when I showcase gameplay and mechanics later on. This game is released on Steam for a premium of $80, similar to all AAA titles are these days. It also comes with the options to buy DLCs or a season pass that comes with all of them. However, unlike some other titles released these days, Doom 4 is actually a very complete and polished game without any of those options, and is in no way pay to win or require microtransactions to enjoy the game to its fullest. A single player game mode alone is worth its price tag, in my opinion, and the ability to play competitive multiplayer PvP and make custom maps on the Snap Map mode for co-op up to 4 people is the icing on the cake. This plus the fact that they're sticking to the roots of Doom and is delivering the fans the game they want as opposed to making a quote-unquote money grab game made this Doom 4's launch extremely successful and is the second best selling game in the United States. Doom 4 approaches the first-person shooter genre from a very unique angle. For a starter, this game is built mainly with single player in mind, whereas most modern FPS are more competitive and PvP oriented. It also is going back to the old, fast-paced, action-packed, way over-the-top Doom style of gameplay that fans of the genre know and love, as opposed to conforming to traditional FPS gameplay styles. The operational mechanics in Doom are very basic, but also extremely well polished to give the player a smooth experience that creates true immersion. For example, there is no reload operative action in this game, and the protagonist Doom Marine is always auto-running without the player needing to hold down a button or worry about stamina. Another simplification of that is the protagonist automatically picking up loot around him, as opposed to needing to scavenge corpses like modern games. Excluding these mechanics, however popular they may be in modern games, are not necessary in Doom 4 at all, and the exclusion of them actually gives the game a much more fun, fast-paced, aggressive run-and-gun feel that is lacking these days. However, with a massive pool of unique weaponry and weapon upgrades that the player can interchange on the fly with, the gameplay still feels very in-depth, and the resultant action of knowing when to use which option provides a very satisfying and meaningful experience for the players. Other mechanics that really encourage fast-paced and aggressive gameplay style are the fact that if a player kills an enemy in melee, or performs what's called a glory kill in the game, the player is rewarded with more health and ammo than the corpse would otherwise drop. This drop is even further enhanced if the player has low health, and so players that get up close and personal are actually more survivable than the ones that don't. The atmosphere of Doom is also very set right. Its target audience are clearly the die-hard fans of the original Doom series, and everything in the game from the character and level design down to the music reflects that. Here, just take a listen to this. Each level has one singular objective for the player to accomplish. However, the maps themselves are quite expansive and non-linear. Doom 4, much like the original Doom, is jammed full of secrets and Easter eggs for the player to find, thus should appeal to achiever and explorer type player personas. The game difficulty can be adjusted anytime from easy, which is called I'm too young to die for casual players, all the way to the very difficult Nightmare mode, which can challenge the most hardcore veterans out there. They even added a secret level resembling the retro Doom. The Doom Slayer that you play as is also developed extremely well and is resemblant of the classic Doom Marine. Although he never speaks, the players can feel the rage and anger of our silent protagonist as he bashes everything in sight and makes no compromises when it comes to killing demons. Overall, Doom is a very polished game with excellent gameplay and atmosphere. With the change of time and upgrade of technology, shareware is no longer the impactful community building software for Doom as it once was. Like most games these days, they can be easily downloaded and bought via Steam on PC, PlayStation Store, and vice versa. However, that doesn't mean that Doom 4 isn't giving the players any tools to build a gaming community around Doom with. In Doom 4, there is one mode called the Snap Map mode. In this mode, players get the opportunity to build custom maps and share them with the server for others to play with. These maps are quite simple to make and range from easy to difficult. The creation mechanic is actually extremely in-depth, but at the same time is very simple to get into. There are many different maps created with these kind of mechanics. Not only were there straightforward deathmatch maps, somebody was able to make a working piano in Doom. Also, a third was able to make a farming simulator emulating Harvest Moon with the tools given in Doom 4 Snap Map mode. Keep in mind that this is a first-person shooter. As you can see, the possibilities are truly endless. These maps can then be downloaded by any of the player base out there and played in co-op mode with up to 4 people at a time. Another special thing about Doom 4 Snap Map mode is that all of the gaming platforms are connected. Therefore, players from PlayStation 4 can play maps made by players made on the Xbox One and PC, and vice versa. This gives the game a lot more replayability and really brings the community together by challenging the players to not only beat these great maps, but also to build them.